The O Cannabis Conference and Expo returns to Toronto June 1st through the 3rd, and there's still some good booth locations available. This exciting event is free for cannabis retailers and will feature Tommy Chong receiving a Lifetime Achievement Award at the O Cannabis Industry Awards. For more information about exhibiting or to register to attend, go to ocannabis.com. That's OCANNABIZ.com.
Today we're going to compare cannabis retail outlets in the Canadian marketplace with a report from Hedge. After October 2018, Canada became the first G7 to federally legalize cannabis with national laws and regulations that would allow LPs to ship products from coast to coast. This creates some level of consistency across the Canadian market, but there's still some differences between provinces. This is mainly because during legalization in Canada, provinces were able to self-determine what level of involvement that they would have in the retail and distribution sectors across the cannabis industry, creating several different types of provinces, like completely run provinces, provincially run, or completely private, or a hybrid model. So we're going to compare some data across Alberta and British Columbia, Ontario, and Saskatchewan to see how those provincial differences are expressed. Welcome back to the Talking Hedge. I'm Josh Kincaid, capital markets analyst and host of your Cannabis Business Podcast. Again, today we're going to take a look at a report from Hedge and dive into what's happening with some Canadian cannabis sales, starting with the total sales by province. So we can see that the population size doesn't directly correlate to cannabis sales, at least not last year. So while Hedge only reports on private sales in Ontario, which is 80% of sales, if provincial sales totals were proportional to population, Ontario sales would be more than 3 times larger than Alberta's. These discrepancies are likely related to the unique nuances and retail licensing timelines of each province. So category share of Cannabis 2.0 categories. Despite differences in distribution and retail structure, the new Cannabis 2.0 categories have been universally popular, growing to about 20% market share through November 2020. However, some markets had more of a head start than others. So the first Cannabis 2.0 sales by province, we can see that customers in Saskatchewan had access to Cannabis 2.0 products nearly an entire month before customers in Alberta. First mover advantages, that definitely would help. Then cannabis metrics by province, we can see that some big picture differences between provinces, and unsurprisingly, there's a significant difference that will drill down into the basket level as well. Here you can see that the Ontario market has significantly higher average basket sizes than any other province, more than 25% higher than Alberta. All right, moving on to top cannabis products by brands. Taking a look at market share of the top 5 selling brands in each province, we can see some large differences in brand consolidation between the 4 provinces. For example, in the Ontario market, the top 5 brands own more than 1/3 of the total market. So this is much more consolidation than Alberta, where the top 5 brands captured less than 25% of sales so far this year. And then finally, we're able to dive into exactly which brands on top in each market. There's definitely some consistencies. For example, Redecan, it's the best-selling brand in all provinces besides Alberta, but no single brand has held the top 5 positions in all 4 categories or all 4 provinces through 2020. So you can keep track of more. Follow us on the Talking Hedge to get all your updated cannabis information out of Canada with all of Hedge's data. With that, we're going to roll this one up. I'm Josh Kincaid. This is the Talking Hedge. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, or don't, and I'm out. Don't forget to smash that like button on your way out and check out these other videos that we've got.
I'm Larry Michigan. I'd like to invite you to join Jim, Marty, and me on our weekly podcast, The Deadhead Cannabis Show. Each week we explore the latest cannabis and jam band news and reminisce with other cannabis industry deadheads and jam band aficionados about the great musical acts that we've seen and heard. Check out a new episode every Monday at mjbulls.com or wherever you listen to podcasts.